And welcome back to Comic Frontline, everybody. I am Brant Fowler, aka Legonzo Goose, back with you for another Heroes Reborn review. This is Season 1, Episode 9, Sundae, Bloody Sundae. Now, this is the episode following the whole June 13th, Part 1 and Part 2, which I was a little bit late. That review is now up. You guys can check that out if you care to. That was where we got to see Noah Bennett and Hero go back in time and see exactly what happened on June 13th and try to change it. Unfortunately, the very little that they did change created a divergent path for them once they got returned to the future, once Noah returned to the future, and it's not such a great path. So Sundae, Bloody Sundae is picking up once Noah has landed back in the present. And we learn that Quentin is actually working with Renatus now. So it's Renatus's, Erica, the leader of Renatus, the head of Renatus, her goal is to find the twins, Nathan and Melina, or Tommy and Melina. Tommy is still, in Paris he's just gotten back from Paris with his girlfriend, which her name escapes me at the moment, but they're about to head back to the ice cream parlor, and Tommy's going to go visit his mom and all this good stuff. In the meantime, Melina is still traveling with Luke, and they happen to be going to the same place, so they are converging in the same area. Meanwhile, Erica's daughter, she has been trying to contact the Hero Truther, and she gets a cryptic message on her laptop saying to meet them somewhere. So she goes and meets them, gets kidnapped, and it's Erica, but it's not really. It's actually the Hero Truthers trying to test her, and they want to find Micah because apparently Erica has taken Micah. So I don't want to spoil too much of this episode. There is a confrontation between Joanne and Luke, and Tommy's involved, and there is a death of a character we've seen since episode 1. That seemed pivotal to the storyline so far, but a little bit redundant. So we'll see how that plays out. Another character that was dead is no longer dead, and actually two characters if you include Quentin. We see Phoebe, and we see Melina get reconnected with somebody from her past that she's meeting for the first time, at least in her memory, and Nathan learns the truth about himself once again and his purpose, but things don't go so well for Nathan, unfortunately. So we unfortunately get to see how that plays out. As the episode ends, we are 7,579 days or 7,957 days, something like that, in the future, and we see a certain character sitting in the middle of a desert, and she or he comes upon, I just gave it away that it was a she. Minor spoiler, it's Katana Girl. She sees a civilization, and we got to see how that plays out. And obviously she's gone into the future. We knew that with all the through Heroes power or whatever that Renatus had kind of manipulated and used. Another plot in this is Carlos's plot, where he is infiltrating Sunstone Manor, and we learn that Matt Parkman is keeping all these Evos. He's basically convinced them, with his powers, his abilities of mind control, that they are happy, and that he shows them things that they're not actually seeing, but they're in a dream state basically. And Parkman he's flipped the switch, man, and he's not the character that we remember from the first series. And yeah, back then he was kind of clumsy and he meant well, and he was trying to do the right thing, but he was not sure of himself, and he was kind of getting in his own way a lot. Now he's much more confident, but with that confidence came a darkness, and I'm not so sure I like it. It's still the worst storyline in this whole series, but this particular part of it was better. As we see, there's an agenda, and Parkman is working with Renatus, obviously, so we don't know exactly what this whole farm of Evos is all about, but it's kind of creepy and kind of weird, and I don't know where they're going to go with that. So that's pretty much where we leave things at this point for this episode, I felt like it was a step down too. I mentioned how episode 8 was just a tiny step down from episode 7, and this one, I don't know how I feel about this episode. It's really weird. We got some furthering of the plot. We got some revelations, but some of it felt rushed, some of it felt drug out, and some of it felt a little bit long for its part of it. I don't know. I could understand the reason that, Carlos's flashbacks, where Parkman was trying to decipher, what use he could possibly be since he is not an Evo, and we learned what that use might be. And, but still, that was a very extended scene. Nathan's scenes actually got truncated a little bit, but I did appreciate the fact that he learned that he did have Heroes powers, and we actually get to see him use some of Heroes powers that he had never used before, even though he still found himself in the way of danger. So overall, I think it was a decent episode, but one of the weaker of the season so far. So I'm going to give this one 3.75 out of 5. And hopefully that the last 4 episodes of the season are much stronger. I feel like there have been some 4 and 4.5 star episodes. I've rated them as such throughout the season so far, and I've really enjoyed it. But this one was a little bit on the weaker side, so 3 3/4 stars out of 5 for Heroes Reborn Season 1, Episode 9, Sundae, Bloody Sundae. So that's going to wrap it up for this Heroes Reborn review. Check me out next week with the next episode. Hopefully I will be on time. And that'll be the last episode of the year, actually, because it's going to go on mid-season hiatus until January over the holidays. So tune in next week for that one. And check out all the other content here on Comic Frontline. Check out comicfrontline.com for more. If you want to learn what I'm up to, you can check out zone4podcast.com, lastemperpress.com, and you can go to Where's My Tail on YouTube. We don't have an official URL for that one yet, so you can go to tinyurl.com/whereismytail to reach that YouTube channel. And so until the next time you see me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.